Hello, welcome to Thomasville Church Online. Thanks for clicking and joining us digitally today. My name is Jonathan and I'm the lead pastor with Thomasville Church. Our church exists to inspire people to follow Jesus. And as I've said before, if you aren't sure about God or church or the Bible or any of this, you've actually found a church created with you in mind. We're going to do our best to share that church is a group of people. That's why we've been using the hashtag #WeAreTheChurch20. You see, the church is not a business or a building, and we love connecting with people, and we hope that you will connect with us through social media for now, and we can't wait to meet you when we all get back together in person. Well, more about that to come in the future, by the way. So, have you ever had someone pat you on the back in an understanding way when you're going through something tough in life? You might remember a time when you were comforted, or maybe you were the comforter. You know, just for me, thinking back in my life, I was actually pretty close to my grandmother, and she passed away while I was in college. You know, it really hurt to lose her, but after getting back on campus, after the funeral, classmates would hug me, say they'd pray for me, give me condolences, and I just think back to how awkward that was. I wasn't upset at them for trying, it was just clear that it was something that they had never experienced. Teammates who would normally tease or drop into my dorm room to say hello or to steal one of my sodas, Cokes if you're in the South, they would just come to the dorm and they'd just be quiet or they wouldn't show up. And then one day, one fellow basketball player comes up to me in the lunch line on campus, and this is the week following the funeral. And of course I'm paraphrasing and shortening it here, but essentially he comes up and he says, you know, Jonathan, I think those could be the ugliest shoes I've ever seen, bro. And then he makes small talk and jokes about being jealous that I got to miss classes for a few days. And honestly, it was a breath of fresh air. And it let me know that he knew what I was going through. And he did, having lost one of his parents. You know, last week, we took an honest look at rejection. And today, whenever you see this, we're gonna look at the purpose behind our pain. Today is a little different as it begins with an interview by Clay Scroggins, and then he continues teaching within this message. Today is actually part 3 of our series called Fight For It, about building resilience. And so that's going to be right after the worship team at North Point leads us in singing. We're going to have one song before the message, and after the message is finished, I'll come back up with some quick announcements and brief instructions. Of course, don't forget about the online family content that we have for kids and students today, babies all the way through high school. And you can find that on our website and our social media. It's all on demand there as well for this whole week. So as we transition to music, take a pause to consider this verse that's coming up on the screen. Whether you grew up in reading the Bible or not, I hope that it connects with something deeper inside. We all have emotions, and we all have more in common than we realize. So let's celebrate the unity that we can have through the good news that God loves us no matter what, and that our diversity is something that allows us to complement one another and help one another.